Miles Nelson Connor, you have been found guilty of murder and criminal conspiracy. You are sentenced to 115 years of cryogenic incarceration. As the duly appointed warden of this facility, I do hereby carry out this sentence on behalf of the people. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Go to hell.
I'm sure you'll be there to greet me when I arrive.
At 7:30 this morning, the criminal career of Miles Connor, one of the nation's most notorious tech lords, came to an end. Connor's arrest and conviction was due in large part to the efforts of a task force headed by Attorney General Helen Sloan and Special Prosecutor Lane Tyler. And with a great deal of unofficial assistance from Cosmos Security Management.
Not to mention a couple of lugs named Jake and Sid.
Couple of happy lugs.
Amen. And that's the first time we sent somebody to the freezer. I thought they deserved worse.
Now, let's celebrate. With the real stuff, not synth.
Nice surprise, huh?
To the good guys. It's always nice to win one.
Especially this one.
Connor was a criminal genius. He's smarter than Luciano, Gotti, and Moffat all rolled into one. Take everything we've got to dismantle his empire.
Well, Cosmos will do its part. And then some. Pro bono.
Oh.
Is that you talking or Bascom?
Bascom rule number 1, never walk away from a tech case.
That's right. Not until the last lord is frozen.
Man after my own heart. My office, gentlemen, 8 a.m. tomorrow. We'll lay out our next move.
All right. See ya.
Get some rest.
All right. Connor's family's already starting to come apart. Well, you can't keep the lords alive.
What was it the poet said? Something about the best laid plan.
Help me! Help!
Hey, stand back.
We nailed that guy, Jake. No way that was Connor. No way.
What was it the poet said? Something about the best laid plans.
We've got complete audio and video match. It's Miles Connor.
Impossible. We just put that guy on ice.
Sid is right. This is somebody else. We want him bad.
Okay, 2 things we can rule out. Morph mask and android. The security monitors would have lit up like the net at rush hour.
High-res hollow?
Have you ever heard of a hologram with human vitals? According to the security monitor, he had a pulse, respiration, EKG, the works.
Monitors can be fooled.
Nika, our mystery man just fried Helen Sloan. Jake and I could be next.
Yeah, unless you want to come to our funerals, you got to come up with something that we can go on.
Guys, I can only work with what I've got. And all the data I've got says the killer is Miles Connor.
Fingerprints, DNA, blood type, all match. Alpha levels spiking a little high. That's rare, but not unheard of. It's definitely Connor's pattern. Pull the pod. I want a visual. Even if you had a court order, which you don't, I would tell you that's a waste of time. Our monitors don't lie.
Listen to the warden. She's got it right.
If I wanted a corroborating opinion, I would have asked for it.
And you are?
Who wants to know?
We're with the Attorney General's task force.
Lieutenant Houston, Special Investigations. Tyler's put me in charge of the task force. If you're working on the case, you're working for me.
Okay, fair enough. This is Sid Gomez, and I'm...
Jake Cardigan. Ex-cop, ex-tech head, ex-con. I must admit, this is the last place I'd expect to see a man who spent 4 years in cold storage.
Why is it I get the same rap from every cop I meet? What am I, required reading?
As a matter of fact, you are. I know lots about you, Cardigan, and there's lots I don't like.
Yeah, well, I don't like a desk jockey coming along hijacking my case. And where were you when we spent 6 months setting Connor up? Where were you when Sid and I took him down?
Is that relevant?
Lieutenant, this is personal. Helen Sloan was a friend.
We're on the same team. Would you work with us?
All right. Team is the operative word. No Lone Ranger stuff. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Everything about a book. Right, Jay?
Okay. Looks like Connor's not our man.
Yeah, looks that way.
Which leaves us with a question. Who else benefits from Sloan's death other than Connor's second in command?
Dallas DeMarco. He doesn't have the stones to risk this kind of heat.
Well, heat is exactly what Sloan and the task force were putting on him. Lots of heat. I think DeMarco killed Sloan. How exactly, I'm not sure, but I'm sure if we bring DeMarco in, we'll find out.
Without evidence and cause? His lawyer will love that. He'll wrap you in Ritz and hang you out to dry.
Schoolyard rules, hotshot. I showed you my theory. You show me yours.
Bottom line, I think it's too early in the day for theories. But we do have a contact with Connor's organization.
Oh? You have a tech lord in your pocket?
Well, actually, he's more serf than lord.
But his information's top drawer. Maybe he can tell us what the big guys are up to.
I keep hearing rumors about how some people want to strike out on their own, become independent operators. That's not going to happen. Miles Connor had a vision, a plan, and he left instructions. All we need to do is follow them.
In case you haven't noticed, Connor's out of the picture for the next century. Now, what this organization needs is a new chairman.
We're not here to take a vote.
You're right, DeMarco. We don't need to vote. Anybody have any objections to my taking the job?
Well, I'll go along with what everyone else wants.
Miles.
What I want doesn't matter anymore. Is that what I'm hearing? This situation, gentlemen, is what I would call classic. Not dissimilar to that of Ulysses. You all remember the legend of Ulysses. Before he sailed off to war, Ulysses left his kingdom under the protection of his friend. But when he returned home, he discovered his so-called friends had plundered his castle, tried to compromise his wife. In other words, they'd shown him complete and utter contempt. Larson, do you know what Ulysses did to those men?
He whacked them. Didn't he, Mr. Connor?
Quaintly put, but correct. He whacked them. Extreme, to be sure. Better, perhaps, to make an example of just one. Any questions?
My money, Larson's a no-show.
He's in too deep. He'll show, trust me. Oh, jeez, look at this. I think she's got her eye on you, Sid. Privacy mode.
What's real?
Back off, Gomez. You're on the verge of making the ultimate goof.
What is this, Angelo? You decide to switch sides in the war of the sexes?
Very funny. I don't want to take any chance of being spotted with you two. If he can take down an attorney general, he can take down anybody, anywhere.
Slow down. You're not making much sense.
I'm not supposed to. I just saw a ghost. Miles Connor in the flesh.
Somebody's scamming you. Connor's in the freezer.
Wrong. The guy I saw walks like Connor, talks like Connor. Hell, he even kills like Connor. I'd start reading the fine print on my life insurance if I was you two.
So you're saying what, Jake? That it really was Connor?
No, sir. No, our informant said that Connor never touched anything when he was at the conference. My guess is that he saw a high-resolution hologram.
Yeah, hologram controlled by DeMarco. Think about it. Sloan leans on DeMarco, Connor offs her. Austin gives DeMarco a problem, Connor pops up and offs him. DeMarco's the one that's always coming out on top. He's our puppet master.
No way. Why go for a scheme that points flashing arrows at yourself? DeMarco's not that stupid. Besides, our informant said that he was just as surprised as everyone else when Connor showed up.
Yeah, hell of a performance. He can join the drama club when we send him to the freezer.
Listen to me, please. Somebody is using DeMarco as a fall guy.
Somebody who can stroll into the Connor building, con a dozen tech lords, and make a hit right under their noses? Come on, Cardigan, please.
Schoolyard rules. You got a better theory?
Yeah, read my lips. DeMarco.
Can I step in here for a second? Or would you two like to keep playing put down? Lieutenant, you keep saying DeMarco's our man. Prove it. Give me the evidence I need for a conviction. Tap his calls, put spy eyes in his car, do what it takes.
Yes, sir.
Jake, if our perp is someone other than DeMarco, find out who it is and do it damn fast.
I'm on it.
One more thing. Whoever this is, you know they're dangerous. So watch your backs.
He's right. I've assigned around-the-clock protection for Tyler. You or Gomez can have the same if you want it.
Houston, I'm touched.
Don't get dewy-eyed on me, Cardigan. I'm only trying to prevent another homicide. All that data entry's hell on my nails.
You okay, officer?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
How about a nice cup of soy calf?
That'd be nice, sir.
I'll brew up a fresh pot. Hey, don't go away now.
Officer Gallagher, I need to speak to you.
Yes, Lieutenant?
Officer Gallagher, I need to speak to you. Officer Gallagher, I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you.
Officer! Officer, you okay?
She'll be fine, Tyler. But I can't say the same about you.
Why don't you just fade away, Connor? I know you're a hologram.
Am I? Can a hologram do this?
Metro, this is Gallagher. Lane Tyler is dead. I just saw Miles Connor kill him.
believe our Connor clone got to him. Damn it.
Any idea who or what our perp actually was?
No, both DNA and prints are inconclusive. Crime reconstruction has determined that our strangler stands a little over 180 centimeters and weighs in around 72 kilos.
Same stats as Miles Connor.
Yeah, only he's in the freezer. So the question is, who's trying to pin this on him?
And why?
Why, I don't know, but the who's got to be DeMarco.
I doubt it. I mean, this has got high tech written all over it. DeMarco's a meat and potatoes kind of guy. You know, pulse gun to the back of the neck type.
Technology is just not his style.
No, we're not talking style here. This is insanity.
Either that, or somebody's trying to send a message.
Any thoughts on that, Lieutenant?
I think there's something we're not being told, Sid.
I'm sorry. It's classified.
Classified. What happened to working together?
Look, this isn't the only investigation in the world, Cardigan. I can't divulge information that's going to compromise another case. Now, those are the ground rules. You either take them, or you leave them.
Baskin rule number 2, never trust a bureaucrat.
All right, assuming the killer is part of Connor's organization, what does that give us?
Oh, only about 100 or so suspects.
Yeah. Want to narrow that list down a little bit? Nika, got a little time to run a check for me?
Not really. But for you, Jake dear, I will make the time because I know that you will bug me incessantly, every hour on the hour until you do.
I know a guy that for 20 credits will pull out her fingernails one by one with a pair of pliers.
No way. Something that much fun I want to do myself.
I heard that.
Good. Now listen to this. I want you to run a cross-reference for me on every member of Connor's organization.
Name your parameters.
Anybody whose height and weight is close to Connor's.
Only 3 of his associates fit. Hans Graham, Rob Stone, and Mike Odessa.
Graham had a fatal run-in with a pulse gun last week.
And Stone's in the freezer.
Which leaves us with, ta-da, good old Mike Odessa.
The strangling is one of his specialties.
Man knows his goons.
But does he know where to find Odessa?
Indeed he does. Let's go. Thank you.
Hold on, partner. Shouldn't we share this with Houston?
Her rules. Take it or leave it. I left it.
Hang on, partner. Let me check this out. Name your security system. Infrared, ultrasonic, whatever. No matter how sophisticated, this baby will neutralize it.
This is neutralized?
Hey, those are ancient motion trackers went out of date 20 years ago.
All right. You take the unit on the left. I'll take the one on the right. Ready? Now. I hate to see your expense report on that one. Odessa.
Looks like he got caught in the crossfire. So what happened here?
Maybe somebody hacked into his security system. Took it over. Happens all the time.
Well, if that's what happened, chances are said hacker left his signature right here.
Well, chances are our hacker can find it.
Find any vacuum tubes?
Worse than that. It's a 3286 processor. We're talking the dark ages here.
Can you crack it?
Lucky for you, I have a thing for antiques. No name or password violations. If somebody hacked into this jalopy, they left no tracks. Oh, hello. Look at this. Odessa the junk man has managed to get hold of one nifty little hollow program.
And let me guess. It's a piece of software capable of generating a high-res hologram?
Complete with fake life signs.
Now, how do you suppose a retro check like Odessa got his hands on something like this?
A better question would be, why didn't you alert me about Odessa?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Just like our agreement to work as a team, no Lone Ranger stuff, remember?
Oh, gosh, golly gee. You know, I get really confused about that teamwork thing. You know, I thought it was, you know, a two-way street, cooperating, sharing, not holding back.
Are you all so confused about breaking and entering, suppressing evidence, and generally screwing up?
Children, please. This isn't a sandbox. It's a murder investigation. Bodies are piling up around us. Why don't we try working together for a change?
You know things that we need to know. Can you fill us in, please?
I can't do it, even if I wanted to.
Can I buy you a cup of coffee? Just the two of us? I know a place.
Soya calf or authentic Java?
Will that be all? Thank you.
Okay. For the last year, there's been a concerted effort to steal all kinds of top secret software. Stuff like Odessa's program and more.
Well, it sounds like somebody's ready to make a big score. You got to fix on the target.
Our guess? Biggest one of all. The Matrix.
Oh, boy. Well, no wonder you're keeping such a lid on this, huh?
Well, people would panic if word got out.
Well, you can't blame them. A cyber pirate with full Matrix access. He can wipe out everything you own with a keystroke.
Well, that's why I've been working on this case for the past 6 months, undercover. Nueva Havana.
Nueva Havana? You were there?
Yeah. Odessa's program was part of a hush-hush military app. We traced it back to a shell corp, the Daimler Company. The question is, who's really in control of all that stolen software?
Plus, who's calling the shots?
Which brings us back to you and me. Only one of us can call the shots on this investigation. Me.
What happened to teamwork?
Oh, this'll be a team. We just need a captain.
Well, I'm too much of a freelancer to be completely comfortable with that, but I'll do whatever it takes. Find out who hit Sloan and Tyler.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me seal this little bargain with happy tidings. Nika has traced ownership of Odessa's holo program, too.
The Daimler Company.
Old news.
Do you also know that one Dallas DeMarco owns the company in question?
Bingo. Well, that's it.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Where does DeMarco have the stones to take on something that big?
What say we go ask him? You guys in the mood for a little field work?
Got a first name, Lieutenant?
Sam.
Samantha?
Sam.
Sam Houston.
It works for me.
Entry into this building is restricted. Please identify yourself.
Lieutenant Houston, Special Investigations. I'm here to speak to Dallas DeMarco.
Regretfully, Mr. DeMarco is not available. Please leave the premises at once.
Get lost.
That's teamwork.
I think DeMarco will see us now.
You guys on a tech trip or what? Holos don't kill people. People do.
Yeah, like your friend Mike Odessa when he rigged Sloan's car. And he used a hologram of Connor for a cover?
Come on, I watched the news. You got an eyewitness that saw Connor strangle Tyler. One of your own cops.
No, Odessa strangled him while Officer Gallagher was unconscious.
And when she came to, he just turns on his trusty holographic generator.
Gallagher didn't see the real Connor and Tyler.
She saw a hologram of Connor strangle a hologram of Tyler.
This is all fascinating. What's it got to do with me?
Well, you pay the bills, DeMarco. Your company bought the holo program for Odessa.
Now, hold on. I didn't pay for nothing.
I suppose you never heard of Daimler Company?
No, I haven't. I didn't do any of this.
Yeah, just like you didn't order hits on Sloan and Tyler.
Your signature's all over the net. We've got the data backup for all these charges.
Guys, I want to go downtown. Someone's trying to set me up, and I think I know who. Only I don't want to talk about it. Not here.
Another dead end, Jake.
Security wall.
Couldn't stop me when I got Sloan. Couldn't stop me when I got Tyler. And you're not going to stop me now. It's no use, Cardigan. I'm everywhere and I'm nowhere. And I'm right where you can't get to me.
Bascom got a rule for this one.
You wish.
It's a waste of time, but keep looking. Keep me posted. They swept the Connor building. Surprise, surprise. No sign of him. How's Sid?
Yeah, Doc says he's gonna be on his feet in a couple days. Must have done something right in a past life.
Or in this one. If it wasn't for him, I'd be just as dead as DeMarco.
Well, that's an unhappy thought. I've almost gotten used to having you around.
We've got work, Cardigan.
Yeah, but after work, there's life, right?
Are you, hitting on me? You're awfully sure of yourself, Jake.
Well, I ought to be. He just called me Jake. What happened to Cardigan?
Lieutenant, Judge Worth has issued the warrant.
Good. Dispatch a high-security transport to the freezer. We'll link up with him there.
Wait. What are you doing?
I'm pulling Connor out of the cryo for interrogation. Look, you were there. You heard what he said. I'm everywhere. I'm nowhere. I'm right where you can't get me.
Which means what? That he projected himself out of the freezer into the real world?
But remember what the warden said? There was unusual brain activity. Look, I know I'm grasping at straws, but damn it, I'm ready to grasp. Odessa's dead, DeMarco's dead, and we're fresh out of Leeds. Connor's all we've got left.
I know this guy, Sam. I know how he thinks, I know what he's capable of, and I know how dangerous this guy can be. Back when I was on the force, he had a mistress. Sweet, dumb kid, still in her teens. She owed me a favor or two. She'd see stuff, hear stuff. She'd pass it along. Connor finds out. What do you think he does? He didn't touch a hair on her head. But her parents, her sister, her best friend, anybody who meant anything to her, they all had accidents. Trust me, you don't want this guy crawling around in your head. And you certainly don't want to take the chance that he might escape from the freezer.
We agreed I'm boss, remember?
We also agreed that we're on the same team. No games. Share and share alike. So fill me in, boss. When were you going to tell me about the warrant?
Are you in or out?
Cerebral levels 90% and climbing. Pulse contour looks solid. We have movement. Shut down. He's coming too.
It's too cold for hell. I must be back among the living.
He's all yours.
Cardigan, how pleasant. Did you come to visit or to stay?
You look lousy, Miles. What's the matter? Freezer burn got you down?
It's a pain.
But Lieutenant Houston is going to save me from it. I doubt she's yanking me out of cryo just to say hello. She must have questions. Serious questions that only I can answer. I'm afraid you're out of luck, Lieutenant. No answers here.
You'll sing a different tune when we take you downtown and hand you over to the head shrinkers.
Tell me, Jake, why is your erstwhile partner absent? Has Mr. Gomez met with some kind of accident?
You have a real knack for arranging accidents, don't you?
Almost as good as your knack for putting people into the freezer.
And the freezer's where you're gonna spend the next century, my friend.
Don't be petty, Jake. Astound me with your intellect. Tell me what I'm thinking.
How you'd love to get me alone for just 10 minutes.
5 would do.
Well, too bad you're never gonna get the chance.
I will. Soon.
What was it you said about letting him crawl around in your head?
Hey, let him rot in cryo, Sam. He can't escape from the freezer. You let him outside.
You heard what the man said, Jake. I have questions only he can answer.
Trans 2, everything on
I hope you gentlemen are careful, cautious, and prepared. So many people I know have been struck down before their time. Expect the unexpected, I always say.
Can the chatter. You talk to nobody, Connor, and nobody talks to you until you get downtown. Understood?
Proceeding according to coordinates.
Relax, Jake. We've got 6 escort vehicles on convoy. 2 hover jets flying point. It'll be a milk run.
Welcome back, Mr. Connor.
Thank you, Mr. Connor.
Nav system failure.
Unit 1? What are you doing? Report?
Nav system failure.
We can't keep up with him. This whole system's shut down. Connor's behind us. This whole thing's a setup.
Audio trace. Connor. Password doppelganger. Doppelganger? I would prefer something more personable. How about calling me Miles? You've earned it, Miles. You've met my expectations and then some. You're one astounding piece of programming, my friend. My programming is superb. The best that can be stolen. But you, your memories, your drive, that special way you hate, that's what makes me what I am. I heard you took care of Sloan and Tyler, and a few other loose ends. Taking control of the Adway, that was impressive. Slipping into the Matrix unnoticed, that was the difficult part. But now I can access the Adway as easily as you can open a door. What about bank accounts, police files, communication systems? They're all wide open. Every data system on the Matrix is available for the taking. Then nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop me. I see. I could have suffocated you in your cryopod or killed you on the Adway, but I wanted this to be personal. I felt I owed you that much. It's a shame. We could have made quite a team, you and I. We are a solo act. You're right. We are not the sort who cares to share power. Access subdirectory doppelganger, delete all files, backup, and primary. Do you actually think I wouldn't anticipate a kill switch? Damn. You are me. In each and every way.
paralyzed Metro. Shut down all the department's computers.
You sure it's Connor?
Who else would scan police files for the name of every informant that's ever ratted on them?
We found the van at the shuttle port. Both the officers are dead. No sign of Connor. He could be anywhere by now.
There's nothing you could have done.
I could have listened to you.
But you didn't. You made a mistake. Leaders do that sometimes. So what do we do now, boss?
Find the bastard and we eradicate him.
Jake, dear, we got company.
Wait, that's not a hacker symbol. That's part of the net.
Nika, get the hell out of there.
I don't believe this. I've never seen this.
Get it off. You all right?
Guys, I think we have a very big problem on our hands. Not even I have heard of a program this sophisticated.
You weren't supposed to. It was top secret.
Yeah, until Connor stole it.
You probably ran a neural dump into its engrams just before you went to the freezer. For all it counts, that program is Connor, warts and all.
Then it was the artificial intelligence running his empire.
And he used holograms, vid phones, surrogates like DeMarco and Odessa to get him out.
Yeah, now we only have to figure out how to get to it. I mean, at this rate, it won't be long before the program takes over the entire net.
Yeah, it may already be too late. I mean, I could zap it with the virus, but we'd have to isolate it first. Trouble is, it could be hiding anywhere.
Well, it won't hide from me. If it's got Connor's personality, it's gonna hate me as much as I hate him.
Jake, if this thing traps you in the net...
I don't care. I'm willing to take the risk as long as we stop Connor.
Guys, we gotta move it or lose it.
We're on the edge of net, level 6. No sign of our friend yet.
Try broadcasting your password on every channel. That should bring him running.
Come on, Connor. I'm here. This is your big chance. Heads up, Nika. He's back. Nika, what do you read? Nika! Something tells me this isn't Kansas, Toto.
Jake? What's wrong, Jake?
Don't touch him. We pull him out of the net now, we'll short out every synapse in his head.
Yeah, definitely not Kansas.
Jake Cardigan, the man that put my lesser half in the freezer.
Lesser half?
Met with an accident, like so many before him, like you.
Heartbeats past 100 BP, 150 over 90 and rising.
Here there, Jake. You got him out in the open. You can start establishing my containment zone now.
Give it up, Jake. This is my universe. I'm God here. My powers are infinite, and you have nothing to fight with.
Pulse, BP, EKG, all in the red zone. Can't you do something?
I am placing triple key encryption codes on all network connections around our friend.
You realize this is personal, Jake.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Get him off my back, Jake!
He can't take much more. Just keep him busy, Jake.
Took you down once. Take you down again. No matter what you are.
Nika, we're losing him. I can't upload the virus until the containment field is in place. I just need 40 more seconds. Come on.
I thought you said you were powerful.
I'm not going to make this easy, I promise you. You are going to die, piece by piece by piece.
Nika! Containment zone is locked.
What is it the poet said? About best laid plans? No!
Jake? Jake, can you hear me?
Nika,
I'm here.
put a call into Bascom. Tell him I want a raise.
You act like you've never seen a hero before. Okay.
Hey, sit. Hey. How you feeling, partner?
Lousy, man. But I couldn't stand that place a minute longer. You have any idea how hard it is to get a donut in a hospital?
Yeah, man. While you're recovering, maybe you want to catch up on your expense report.
My pal.
My hero.
That's what I think it is.
Glazed, buttermilk, and chocolate.
Oh, excuse me. We need to be alone.
So what's the latest, Sam?
Well, the cyber cops have scanned the entire matrix. No sign of the Connor program.
Case closed.
And on to the next one. No rest for the righteous.
So what's the chance of you and I teaming up again sometime?
It's not impossible.
We'll talk about it over dinner tonight?
Thanks, but no thanks. But, tomorrow night you're on.
Well, what makes you so sure I'm available tomorrow night?
I've read your file card again. For me, you'll make the time.